So there are several models here that I would be looking at, and one in particular is a Kawasaki Versys 650, which is actually a quite efficient motorcycle. My name is Gerard Ungerman. About 3 years ago, after 30 years of riding only on pavement, I decided I wanted to venture off-road. Being thorough, some might say obsessive by nature, I checked many motorcycles. But after 3 years of and based on my own style, I like classics, I like cruisers, it hit me that I already had the ideal dual-purpose bike for me, my own Harley-D Sportster. I had looked everywhere, except in my own garage. I had been riding this bike for years, but it never occurred to me that it could become an off-road capable bike. The Harley Sportster is obviously a far cry from a dual sport motorcycle, but I just had to work on it. This video is a story of my process, transforming my beloved Sportster into something that could seamlessly switch from pavement to dirt. Hi, I'm Gerard Ungerman with the Respectful Revolution project. Those who follow my motorcycle videos have probably seen the video I've made last year about looking for sort of my perfect off-road bike. And so I've been trying out quite a few motorcycles, and honestly, I've not found anything that I really liked. Either the bikes I tried, like the Honda XR 400 for instance, or 650R, they're a bit too tall. I've tried some Beamers which are too heavy or too quiet for my taste. I've tried the DRZ 400 Suzuki, a bit too small. So I've never been happy, and I kind of realized that in the end, my favorite bike at this point is this puppy right here. That's my good old Sportster. But evidently it's not a bike meant really for going off-road. It's definitely, as it is now, a solid road bike, but I like the ergonomics. I like my handlebar, I love my Corbin seat, I also love the luggage I put on it, because I tend to travel or just do my grocery shopping with it. So in the end, it's like I don't really want to part from it, but I still want to be able to go off-road, and I'm going to give you a quick sampling of what happens when I take it off-road right now. As it is, I'm running some progressive suspensions front and back, which are quite decent on the road, but for off-roading, it's not super good, but it's not terrible either. The main trouble is definitely you feel that the tire has zero traction on dirt, rear poor traction. And you can feel that the bike is not liking the uneven terrain very much. I mean, if your life depended on it, you could do it, but for fun in the forest, All right, today is an exciting day. Today is a kind of surgery day for my bike. We are at my friend Will Freeman, who's a customizer mostly of Harleys, American cruisers in general. And he's going to start doing for me mostly, something that I've been hoping for a long time, and that's making my Sportster more comfortable off-road. Hi, Will.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Will here at Freeman Choppers. owner, head technician. So we're going to do some suspension work for Gerard here on his Sportster. So let's take a look what do we got going on. We have a dynamic suspension fork cartridge kit or dampener kit, and it's going to allow the bike to have, I'm thinking about 4.5 inches. It's going to raise the bike and give us about 6 to 7 inches more travel. So 4 inches raise and 6 to 7 inches travel. Comes with some new valving here, so that front end works properly. Good dampening on it, and some preload spacers here to set preloaded on our springs. So should be a pretty cool setup. It looks like good quality parts. We haven't installed this kit before, so pretty excited to see how it works out and see how the bike sets. We're gonna set the rear up here with some progressive shocks. These are 14.5 inches, so I want to say they're 3 inches taller than the factory shocks. They're the 490 Sport Series shock. So we're going to find out how these things work. I know we can also set these up like a progressive setup. We don't have to run the same spring rate on each side. So I think a lot of people make that mistake on setting their shocks up, thinking they have to run both spring rates the same. So this will be cool to play with these and see what kind of ride we can get. Go from there.
Cool. And so we're going to change also tires?
Yeah, we're going to put like an enduro tire. What were those tires? They were the
I think Kenda 762 something like this?
Yeah, Kenda's, yeah, kind of a little bit more aggressive tire. And we're going to change to a 21-inch front tire in the front. See if we have to pick up the front fender or not. But yeah, should be pretty cool on all that. Get it a pretty cool enduro, kind of sport utility look with that bike.
Absolutely. How does it feel? So you prefer this handlebar to the other one for that? You prefer this handlebar?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's more comfortable. I think the other ones came back too far.
Yeah.
But that's all. I think it's all preference. Wow, looks good.
Yeah. The difference the suspensions in particular make on if only the potholes of our city that has no money to fix the roads, money to overpay its officials, but no money for the roads, how different. It's phenomenal. I'm just cruising through bad pavement now, much more comfortably than before. So just that in itself, it's worth it. So, little recap. You see the Kenda 761 dual sport tires, and I want to draw your attention to the fact that Kenda seems to be the only company at this point making dual sport tires that can fit the Harley 15-inch rear wheel. There's the new shoulder fender, which also has been installed a little bit higher. Some cosmetic changes like repainting the lower fork and the lower part of the crash bar black. I reverted to my original bucket with the difference that it was painted black on the one hand, and also I installed an extension ring for the light itself, for the lamp. I think it looks pretty good, and at $40 from Harley-Davidson it's really not expensive. Another addition to the bike, it's this windshield by Freedom Shields. It's really a much better windshield. It's thicker, it's better profiled. Another thing I'm really happy I did is to replace my handlebar for an LA Chopper Scrambler type bar. It is super comfortable. How great a transition it is from the Mini Ape, which I had before, which was a fine bar but definitely very uncomfortable going off-road. And this one feels good on pavement, feels great off-road. Love it. Another cosmetic thing, I repainted the airbox and the top of the rocker boxes black. I like this combination of black and chrome now. I think it goes well with the new style of the bike.
The exhaust saga continues. So it sheared the bolts high and low. We reinforced this bracket because I broke the bracket last time, but it's also broke the header and sheared those bolts. So just I guess the harmonics of it out there in that rubber mounted engine, it's rough on it for sure. That old setup, it was a lot heavier. I noticed that right away on the muffler. The original bracket was up here by the swing arm and came back probably another 8 or 10 inches. So just that in itself, and being a lot lighter pipe, should let it last longer and less vibration out there on the end. But other than that, it looks like real good quality pipe. The muffler was quite a bit bigger than that Harley stock muffler that was on there. And yeah, we'll have to go out and ride it and see what it sounds like.
I used to love my Sportster, but now it's on an all new level. The Sportster is an economical, nimble, fun bike, to begin with, but now I feel like I can go anywhere, almost. I can totally escape from pavement, and that's really, really cool. So am I happy I shed the cash to buy much better suspensions, some dual sport tires, and a Scrambler type handlebar? Oh, you bet. And now, am I going to stop here? Do I need more, like to switch from, in particular, a belt to a chain? Do I need a slightly more narrow seat? I don't know. I will see over time how it goes. If I damage my belt, that will be one thing for sure. And for now, I'm super happy with my Corbin seat as it is. And also, I decided to get rid of my passenger pegs. I will not have a passenger on this bike. It's a bit too small for that. So I might eventually get from Corbin a seat that's slightly more profiled and without the passenger seat, which would mean that then I will have to change the luggage rack, which is fine. It's also something I've been considering that will make it easier to carry backpacks and stuff like this, going camping in particular. So yeah, I am stoked. I'm super happy. I love this bike, and personally also I think it looks better than stock for sure, but even looks better than my previous customization. I think I grew out of the full chrome look, and I much prefer now this combination of black and chrome. And I also think that the bike is so much sexier now, outfitted as some sort of hybrid between a Scrambler and a cruiser. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and look for more videos I will make hopefully in the near future about this bike in real use of pavement, traveling and camping in the beautiful nature of Northern California. Thank you for watching. Ride safe. Bye-bye.